Howdy, folks. It's Caden back here again. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, how you landed on the deck, and how do you like Legacy?
Yeah, so Graham Roberts flew in here from Alabama, but just recently moved there from San Antonio. So shout out San Antonio. I had some buddies drive up from there, played in the team event. Yeah, and I'm playing the Cam Welder deck. So really, I've always loved Painter, and then Painter kind of adopted it, and it was like you're doing Painter, and then Discord and everything, and going back and forth. Like realized the Painter was like the worst part of the deck. So just kind of go all in on the Surveillance Cam Camera. So you play the Goblin still, but then you get to add Emery, and so Emery just gives you an extra once you make infinite mana using the Cam Welder combo gives you another angle attack because then you can use Emery to draw your whole deck. So it's an easier draw engine doing that rather than relying on the melded Moxites like you were playing previously. Now Emery also just a value engine by itself. So kind of had been following that, and then Harry Hackett, who won the Legacy Showcase a week and a half ago, playing it.
Sure.
So then I saw that list, saw I was doing well with the Lokis now, so you have another angle of attack, and so just seeing kind of all that and just have the all in nature of it, having loved Painter and the goblins and everything like that. It's just like, well, bring it out. It's a little less known deck, a little newer.
Right.
So not everyone knows how to interact with the combo. They kind of like, oh yeah, I heard about this, but they don't know exactly what to do.
Right.
And so that you can kind of get some bonus points there where they think they're interacting at the right point, but you can do it at instant speed, even depending on how you have a twin shot sniper in the board. So you can do it at instant speed in response to like Bowmaster triggers. That's a big one. Trying to how do I go over the top of the Bowmaster trigger?
Right.
So you draw your deck and they have like 40 Bowmaster triggers on the stack, and then you kill them in response.
Right.
So that kind of stuff. And then in regards to the Legacy, love Legacy. Been playing it for a while. Love Vintage. So really thankful to Landrun and Red Dirt to have us out here and get a chance to play it. Don't really get to play with paper very often, Legacy and Vintage. So a chance to bust out those cards.
Usually just have to be relegated to the challenges of Moto.
Yeah. So Moto's fun, but yeah, getting to come out and play with friends, see people that you know from Eternal Weekend every year. You see people and get to see them again at this kind of event's really great.
So was you the Legacy seed, Vintage seed?
I played Vintage yesterday.
You was Vintage?
Yeah. So
are you playing the same deck you played yesterday, or?
So I played in Vintage. So I played Bug Luris yesterday. I love Luris, love the cat. So it went okay. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the main event. Might swap it up a little bit tomorrow, but.
Well, you have anything you want to say? Anything you want to, while you have the time?
I already shouted out San Antonio, but shout out Gamers Paradise. This is where I played out there, and the whole crew coming up. James and Mark that drove all the way here to play in the team event yesterday. Shout out my family. My wife's out with 2 kids, so it's hard to get out sometimes, but just really thankful for her for taking care of the kids and let me have a weekend out to play some Magic. So
this game's really great, and we had so many people from we have people from New York, Indiana, San Antonio, South Texas. And of course, we got plenty of Oklahoma people here too. The people who travel from all over for this thing. This is a great event, and I'm glad you can make it. And it's a pleasure having you. It was really fun to watch you. Showcase the deck and showcase the different outlets that it had to be able to fight over. It's the ways that they could have attacked your deck. But anyways, well, it was a pleasure having you on, and good luck to you in the rest of the event. So this proves you up to 4-0 now, doesn't it?
That's the idea. I feel like whenever I start out really well, then I take losses at the end. If I take an early loss, and I feel like I always have comeback, so hopefully I break that curse. We'll see what happens.
Don't want to start the day on hard mode, rather just So if you win the next one, theoretically you can be able to double draw, right? Theoretically,
we'll see.
All right. Well, good luck in your next round. This next round's gonna be the bigger one out of the next 3. So good luck, man.
Awesome.
And stay tuned. We'll be back here shortly.
Welcome back to round 5.
Yeah, so we got Cade and Ryan back in here. So we got Mystic Forge against a Golgari pile. We're going to look and see what that Golgari pile exactly is here in a second once Melee decides to cooperate with me. It's just Golgari mid-range, so it's very similar to the list that we saw earlier. Actually, really similar. He does have a couple more like Urza Saga targets. We're currently getting the board updated, so just hang tight with this. So G Win on the left side, he's running Golgari, and then we got Kareem on the right. He's going to be on Mono White Mystic Forge. So you got the full play set of Tezzeret, Cruel Captains, Glowing Fleshrakers, Kozilek's Commands, and then all of the different artifacts and play set of Urza Sagas. Yep. And we're gonna wish them good luck, and we're gonna see what comes out of this. Looks like we already got keep 7s out of both sides.
There's a tower.
Yeah, tower into a key.
Love me that whiteboard.
So you've got Urza's Towers, Urza's Workshops, Ancient Tunes, and Planar Nexus.
We get that fun land that gives you tokens when it's sacked.
Which, for anybody that doesn't know, Planar Nexus is every non-basic land type, which means that it conveniently happens to count for Urza's Mine and Urza's Power Plant, which means that Urza's Tower taps for 3 mana whenever Planar Nexus is in play. The little 2-card combo. And then Urza's Workshop taps for a colorless for each Urza's land you control, and of course Planar Nexus counts for that as well, if you have Metalcraft. So, bunch of quick mana. And I believe that's the same land that we saw earlier. I believe that's the Hatchery land, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Eumidian, let's see. Yeah, Eumidian Hatchery. So tap, add a black, put a counter on it, and then whenever this thing goes to the graveyard, you create that many 1/1 green-black insect tokens. Or it just might be black insect.
Black insects with flying.
Yeah, black insect tokens with flying.
It's a pretty sweet deal.
Especially if you're running a whole playset of Smallpox.
Ah, yes.
It makes it sort of like whenever you sack the land, and the tokens don't come into play until after everything is already done on the card because it's a trigger. So I got Mox Diamond, discarding, looks like another land to it. It's going to go up to 2. Is this going to be Smallpox time? It might be.
Oh, no.
No, Malevolent Rumble. Finds 2 Bowmasters, a Mox Diamond, and a Life from the Loam. Now, Loam going to the yard is actually pretty good.
Pretty nice. Oh, it has the Wasteland.
Yep, takes him off the Saga.
Another tower. As a Grim in play.
And of course, they're different art on the Urza's Towers. Couldn't even be bothered to make sure that they're matching.
I mean, you got 4 different arts. You might as well play them all.
Almost reminds me whenever I was playing Burn and Legacy, and I played 17 mountains, and they were 17 different art mountains, including beta.
Did you have some whiteboards thrown in there as
Yeah,
well?
of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful,
of course.
beautiful.
Ultimate tilt.
I love it.
None of it. Couple of full arts, couple of non-full arts, couple of foils.
Perfect. Much respect.
Anything you can think of that would offset you, like Unstable Mountain.
Well, clearly he
The
didn't
Wasteland.
play the Nexus and just play another tower just to try to not get hit by a Wasteland.
Yeah, especially since the Life of the Loam's going to be in play, and he's going to be able to pick up a wasteland every single turn.
Yeah, the
Smallpox coming in, so that other Urza's tower is going to have to go away.
Whew, man, that
That also means that his spawn's going to be sacrificed, unless he sacks it for mana here. So each player loses a life. They both have to discard a card. They both have to sack a land. They both have to sack a creature. So nice little mini balance. It's going to trigger the hatchery. It's going to be putting, I want to say, 3 tokens in play. That is the case. 3 tokens. They all have flying and they're all black. So this is important for all you folks at home. They will also tap for black mana if it's tapping for a Hogak. And he's got a couple of those in the deck. And if he had a Hogak, he could probably just cast it right now. But it looks like he didn't have one. Or doesn't have one in the yard. What is that in play?
That's a Mox Opal.
Okay. All right,
He's
coming in
play-
for 3.
Play it like a land, but I think he's slow rolling his player in excess just because it's not worth playing it. It's gonna get blown up if he does.
Which it looks like Wind has turned himself off of his own sources because he's wastelanded so many times. And doesn't have enough mana to cast Life and Alone. So he hasn't found another land yet that taps your source, or is just a little bit worried about trying to wasteland every turn.
He's
Alright,
got
so
a
taking a natural draw.
He's got a Delver's worth of attackers now though, so it's not nothing.
You at Wind House for us.
Found
Martial
another?
Arts, attack for 3. Down to 13. Gonna fetch. Tie ball game. Got a scrub land.
Maybe buy it.
Oh yeah, that is a buy. You're right. You're so right. And another Life and Alone. All right,
That
so we're
makes
gonna pick up
sense.
3. So we're gonna probably at least pick up a wasteland in the pile.
Was
See
there
what else he
a
decides.
Beseiju in there? I can't remember.
I haven't seen it, and the glare is
Yeah, the
kinda
glare does not
making it a little
help.
hard. We apologize for the glare on that exact spot.
Just that spot.
Wasteland, fetch lands.
Okay.
Oh no, hatchery.
Hatchery. That makes sense.
And he has played a land for turn, so okay, Mox Diamond,
okay.
discard a wasteland.
Okay.
Alright, so all cards are known in Wind's hand, which is Wasteland Hatchery.
Yeah. Cream just needs to draw some action. He has mana. There's a Grim Monolith hanging out there, but
Yeah, it gets you some good mint sleeves. Oh, just glorious.
there
I'm
you
wondering,
go. I've heard that card is good.
it has not been welcome in a format or so. Chalice on 2?
Looks like it.
Chalice on 2. So no more smallpox nonsense.
No more loam.
No loam. No bowmasters.
Thing is that
Does
you
turn
could
off quite a
still
bit.
play loam just to get it in your yard to start
Just a
dredging,
dredge
trying to
three.
find a Hogak.
Looks like he's opting to just take a natural draw. Plays a hatchery. Notice he's leaving the token on tap is because he's more than likely wanting to just tap the hatchery at the end of Kareem's turn so that he can put a hatchling counter on it. They just making sure that the tokens don't say anything other than just flying. Draws 2 off the 1 ring. The bundled version. Significantly cheaper version at one point. So we got 5 mana coming in. Glaring Flesh Raker.
There's the Raker.
Pedal, trigger, shoot you for 1. You go down to 12. Tie ball game again. Like one of these players is in a little bit better position than the other at this point.
Yeah, the hatchery is a little sketchy with
so
these triggers.
sacking for mana and untapping Grim Monolith. And sacking the token. Probably Mystic Forge? It is indeed. So that'll trigger the Flesh Raker again, make another spawn. Shoot you for 1. If he finds a Sensei's Divining Top, it could just be Rover. Which, for anybody that wouldn't know, if there's a Sensei's Divining Top on top, you can just cast it from top, which would trigger the Flesh Raker, make a token, shoot you for 1, and then you can activate it, draw a card, put it back on top, and just keep doing that infinitely. Ben's an Urza Saga because it's not an artifact, and you can't play it off the top. Oh, Sensei's Divining Top is Bandaling. So
That's
you're
what
so
I
right.
thought. Yeah, I was.
Oopsie poopsie.
I was going to
so
check that
wrong.
before I questioned you, but hey, I respect it. That's what we do in Vintage. So
The only reason I say that is because it definitely happened to me while I was playing Vintage yesterday.
Yes, it does.
Twice.
Yeah,
So
we'll probably see that quite a bit tomorrow.
there might be a little salt involved in that comment.
Yeah. I like how top was banned for other reasons, not for the combo.
And not for the combo. It was banned because it's just too slow.
Too slow. Maybe not anymore, but I don't think anybody's asking.
No,
for top.
I had a couple of players with top yesterday that were taking a little bit too long in their top decisions. I wouldn't mind if it was banned at Vintage. And not for the combo.
If you want to participate in today's vintage stream event, we have another fire. Please come see our vintage stream event and we will start making payments.
Oh, wish that was me out there. I want to play cube. Alright. Trying to figure out what modes we're doing here. Looks like trying to figure out how we're resolving this. So it looks like we're making a bunch of spawns. Scry 2, draw a card. So make 2 spawns, scry 2, draw a card. Which makes the third one because you're casting a colorless spell.
Yeah, there's not a lot of life left for Tree to work
Which
with.
each of those spawns will shoot him for 1. So he's down to 6.
This is looking
Are
pretty
we-
good for Kareem, especially because he has a Tormod script in play.
Found another Coselex command off the scry.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
So,
I think that's
so it's
pretty
just
much
going to be
game.
for 1 this time. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
going to make 1 off the cast, and then we'll see what he decides to do with the. Imagine it's make another spawn, which it is. Shoots for 1 again, and scry 1, draw a card. Ops the bottom. Draw the card. Well, should be drawing a card. Should be drawing a card. I'm going to go check in on this match real quick before they proceed any further.
We'll get this resolved here.
All right, everything's all good. All good.
Okay, Sorry, Charm. It's countered.
Yep, gets countered by Chalice, and he's just going to go and scoop it up here. So we're going to go to game 2. Kareem up game 1 with the old forge pile.
Let's take a look at these sideboards here. So, Tree has 3 Force of Vigors, 2 Dampening Spheres. Ooh, okay. Disruptor Flute seemed good. Toxic Deluge, probably not so much. Void Mirror seems pretty good. And maybe the Abrupt Decay, the Haywire Might? Yeah, he has a lot of stuff that he can bring in against this. Obviously, I'm guessing a lot of this was to combat Carr, but I think it also probably does a
Works against Forge.
nice job against Forge. So that's a lot of things that can be brought in.
Yeah, coming out for Kareem. So it looks like he's got 3 cards set aside. So the cards he has available to him are 3 Chalice of the Void, 3 Disruptor Flute, 2 Defense Grid, 2 Mind Break Traps, 2 Portable Holes, 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Pithy Needle, 1 Tormod's Script. So if I was to guess, he's got 4 cards set aside now. At least the Tormod's Crypt.
Certainly.
I'm not so sure if he wants Defense Grid or not, but he might. And then probably Engineered Explosives for 0. Blow up all the tokens.
Yeah.
But that's very. It could be anything else. We'll see. Disruptor Flute doesn't really seem like it can help too much here. Chalice isn't really for this matchup. Mind Break Traps aren't going to really help. Portable Hole, I don't think, has too much. It doesn't have a reason to be here, so.
No.
The other cards I mentioned, Defense Grid, Pithy Needle, Tormod's Script, those are the cards that I can think of that might come in, and I don't even know if Pithy Needle would come in. But it might.
Let's just take a peek over our backup match. Looks like we got Blue Black versus Tundra. Oh, looks like yeah, that looks like Vroom's Day over there. Not sure what is on the left, but there's a force negation, so. Oh man. And there's a car. And there's a pedal. And there's a scoop? Yeah. So oh man, had 2 consigns. Not sure what game that was, but it looks like it probably was game 3. So we'll go back to our feature match. So we got to see our first car kill on camera, so that was fun. And it was late. Glad we could squeeze that in there.
They happen so quickly. You just never.
Yes, that's the problem. You blink and they're done. Just got lucky to see one there. Okay, resolving mulligans. Kareem is going to mulligan to 6. Tree is keeping 7. So starts off with the Swamp Thoughtseize. Looking at the hand, we got a Mystic Forge, a Grim Monolith, a Lotus Petal, a Disruptor Flute, and an Ancient Tomb and Tower. So the issue here is that the Grim this turn makes it, if you got rid of the Grim this turn, it would not be able to play the Forge unless he draws an additional source. So yeah, I think that rightly so, you just take the Forge, that's the scariest card, and you just let him have the mana. The only issue there is if he draws another Forge or a One Ring, he'll be off to the races. There's the Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb pass. Interesting. Or no. Thought he was passing. Okay, Disruptor Flute. Interesting. We'll see what he names. So yeah, he did choose to bring in the Disruptor Flutes. I was less. I thought that Cream was less likely to. Yes, very true. You put your phone down for 45 seconds and you miss the car win. I can't tell what he chose for Disruptor Flute. Oh, it is Wasteland. He just made it into 2 words. So it's Wasteland. I think it's smart. The only issue, Smallpox is still a hell of a card. Oh, Voidmere. Ooh.
Yeah, this could be really tough for Kareem
Especially
if he
because he
doesn't have
didn't-
anything colorless.
Because he didn't play the Lotus Petal. There's not a way for him to get that into play now. So yeah, that Voidmere seems very, very strong. Is it a ghost card? Okay. Oh, is that a Gris? Bloody Gris. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what Kareem does in this situation now.
Kind of sit and twiddle your thumbs and hopefully you draw out of it.
I'm just trying to figure out what he draws. Like, what you can draw here. Does he have anything to use his color?
Planar Nexus to be able to tap for the colored source.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. So it's Planar Nexus or bust.
Yeah.
At least this Disruptor Flute is on Wasteland. The problem is that Tree could pay 3 for the Wasteland. So that is something. He also has to have a Wasteland, and now he's been to few. But again, Life from Alone is a pretty helpful card. See if there's anything else. Oh no, he's scooping up. That is so pretty clear who won that one. So we'll get the score updated. Yeah, it's really being able to cast a portable hole.
Yeah, portable hole would probably be his out, but I would be surprised if he brought it in.
Well, he has one of the main. I mean, yeah, in that situation, when you don't have an opal and you don't have a pedal in play, it is planar nexus or bust. There's no other way for them to produce colored mana. So now that he knows that his opponent is on Void Mirror, he may be a little more aggressive to make sure that he tries to get his Lotus Petals into play. He is on the play this time, so that also helps a lot. Looks like he is going to mulligan down to 6. Kareem's mulligan down to 6. Tree is looking at his first 7. Tree is maybe decided to stick with the 7. Kareem's going down to 5. Makes it tough, but again, it is one of those decks where if you don't have the lands, then you're going to have to mulligan. And it doesn't play a lot. It only plays 16, so they are important. Two on the bottom, and away we go. It's an Ancient Tomb into a Petal. Oh, he's going to use it right away into a car. What are we going to see
second
here?
spell. See if he has the last 2 spells.
Don't think Golgari has a way to respond.
That's
the
Force
third.
Vigor.
Oh, Force Evader. Yep, that's a third spell. And the 5th spell, and
Indeed does have it.
Where's the Force Evader?
Because it's a trigger to sacrifice it on the 4th spell,
Yes.
which the Mox Opal's not in play yet.
Yep. So,
Unfortunate. He had the dream start, and they had the dream answer.
Yep. Yeah, I'm guessing that Tree was very excited to. Ooh, Franny has a wasteland to follow. Because yeah, that was his
ultimate.
That was
Multiply
Kareem's
punish.
whole hand. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Tree had to have that Force of Vigor. I really like how Kareem did that, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Having played a lot of Storm myself, some part of playing a combo like that is that when they have the answer, you're not going to be doing anything. Ooh, has a needle. That's actually pretty good. Because now with needle, he can turn off wastelands to at least continue to have a land in play. And he's an artifact away from getting Metalcraft. So, and Metalcraft, like the open play is, as we just saw with the Void Mirror, very important. That Opal is, I'm guessing that Tree wanted to kill the Opal with the Force of Vigor, but
Yeah, very much wanted to.
But it's
Since he was responding to the cast trigger, he had to get rid of
he
it.
had to get rid of the pedal, but okay, another land and a Grim Monolith. Okay, see now Cream's in a really good spot. Those are some good top decks. Very good top decks. Okay, puts in a Bowmaster. That's not super relevant. Mostly because there's no top in this format.
Right. I don't know who could have thought that top was in this format.
It's having the best of us. But now Kareem does have to find some action. That's the thing about these artifact decks is mana is the first part, and then action is the second part. So the scary thing here is, yeah, there it is. Look at that. There's a Hogak hiding out. So, oh, and a Haywire Might. Ooh, that is nasty. So, effectively, that Rumble drew Tree 2 cards, and he has the Diamond. Oh my gosh. So, has he played land? So, I think the Hogak is coming back this turn. I think the Haywire Mike. Well, I think the Haywire Mike is free because I think you can pay. Oh, yeah, you can pay for the Hogak with it. The colored list mana part. So I think you play the Haywire Mite. Then, yep. Then you. Oh, he's not paying for that part. Okay. Oh, for the color. So pays for that and delves. So this is a really good play by Tree, but One Ring is a hell of a card. So, oh, did he not get the spawn from the Rumble? Yeah, he missed. He must have missed that. It looks like Cream did not draw anything that turn. That is the problem when you're just top decking. So he's going to take 11 this turn and probably lose the Grim Monolith, or yeah, probably whatever reduces the most mana. So his lands are pretty good too. Yeah, there goes the Grim. He gains a little bit of life, which is also helpful because his car can't kill. And there's a Disruptor Flute. Ooh. Probably naming One Ring. Yep, and well played by the Golgari mid-range player. Obviously, that was a mull 3 by Kareem, and he card, but Golgari had exactly what was needed there. So Golgari will win 2-1 in a really interesting match. So we will see if we can talk to Tree here for a second and hear his thoughts on that matchup. We'll be right back.
that was insane.
And we're back. I'm here with G. I apologize for pronouncing his name wrong through
No
the
worries.
match, but you're up against Carr, and you had is Force of Vigor the answer that you have in that situation?
Yeah, the force of vigor is pretty much it. Boseiju
Okay.
and sideboard, abrupt decay. Hope they don't have it. I mean, I'm not playing this deck to beat combo. I'm playing to like survive and you know if I have it and if he mold a five.
Yes,
So I mean he had to go for it on his side and then
certainly.
and on my side like I don't mulligan to force of vigor. I mulligan to a hand that has interaction. If I had a Thoughtseize, I would have probably kept anything with Thoughtseize that had Thoughtseize, I think, and Force of Vigor. And so I just got you have to run good. And when you're playing Poxy, you just definitely have to run good, especially with Flow State and Fantastic Card.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. And we noticed so your sideboard seemed to have a lot of answers for artifacts and like. Is that something that your deck you felt like you needed to make sure that you had certain things?
I think that Pox in general is very geared to beat the fair decks. Between the it's a little bit hard against the control decks at times when they have outvalue me, but against like a Delver DRC, those kind of strategies I feel ahead most of the time. With the printing of Flow State, printed last month or a couple months back, I don't really feel good about my fair matchups anymore, and so I'm really giving this really the last shot. Plus, I like Flow State, and I like to play with Flow State. With Fantastic Car, I had just one Force of Vigor before, and I had two more Force of Vigors. I took a Bearworth out and some other card, and I thought that there would be more cars. And Force of Vigor is just all around great card. Adding two more Vigors up the green count. It's a very black deck, and so having the Rumbles and Life from Malone is really a key component to making sure I have a turn one Force of Vigor if I need to.
How have you been happy with your build overall today so far?
I think this build, you play Pox because you're Pox life, and you don't play Pox to the value in Pox is you enjoying the gameplay, and your opponent also cheers you on. Which funny in the past, like no one has ever cheered a smallpox player on, and I put a message in the chat Discord that Hogak is the hero we need in this moment, and Hogak was never the hero. But in this Fantastic Card matchup, I mean, of course I'm biased because I'm playing the deck, but I can like imagine people like, yeah, Force is bigger than Fantastic Card.
Yeah, no, that was kind of how we were. We were really excited about that. Like it was very cool.
And in game two, I played a Void Mirror in the past. Void Mirror has been very, very mid. In this situation, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's a question.
Your try, right?
It's pronounced G.
G.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm harassing you to report your results.
Oh, sorry. 2-1. Thank you. So I'm sorry. What was the?
I think we were talking about your build.
Yes.
And you were talking about Hogak and cheering on.
So in game two, the Void Mirror is generally not very good against the. I haven't really played against the Fantastic Car version of Raker, but I guess right now they changed their mana base up. I haven't looked at their mana base, but usually they have like 4 planar nexuses and another 4 that can make color, and then so Void Mirror is like okay. But in this case, it was like lights out. And, but I'm happy. I'm glad my opponent conceded a little early, so if the last game went to turns, we wanted to finish a match, not just like. And in game 3, I mean, it was just like a sideboard thing. I've gotten really lucky today. You have to be lucky, and I think I'm an okay player.
No, yeah, I mean, watching your play, I mean, you clearly knew how to play your deck really well.
Thank you.
So it was fun to watch, and I know that the Hatchery has been a new card for me. How long have you been playing with that card? Has that been part of the Pox deck?
So I picked the Pox again last year after Eternal Weekend when I'm sorry, I forget that player's name. He top 8'd with Hatchery small Pox combo as the engine, and that really is the engine that really makes the deck work. It outvalues you, outvalues the opponent, and Skateboard is a fun card, but if your third slot between the needle spell bomb. If your third slot is not Zero Orb, you are not doing it right. Zero Orb is the card that turns your hatcheries on when you don't have the smallpox. Sometimes you don't draw smallpox a lot, but you have 4 more copies with Saga.
Ah, yes, that makes
when
sense.
you fetch it. And
Yeah.
like skateboard, putting it on a Saga token, sure it's great, but that's you're trying to get all the advantages, and when your opponent is flow stating, you're like, all right. One thing my opponent conceded in game 2 before I got to Hogak, and I'm happy in game 3 I got to Hogak.
Yeah, it was an exciting moment, for sure. Well, congratulations. So you are, you must be now 5-0.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, congratulations and good luck for the rest of the day.
Appreciate it.
So,
All right,
take care.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Yes. So we'll be back shortly. Thank you very much. Please hold tight.